Hello, Mr. West.
Dr. Tracy. Nice to meet you.
Mr. West.
Please, call me Martin.
All right, Martin. Before we start anything, I need you to sign these papers and agreeing to a complete analyzation of your mental health to coincide with your plea. Sorry, I'm a bit of a germaphobe. Thank you. So, Martin.
I want to know something, Doctor. I didn't do it.
Martin, you are very sick. You might have thought that you didn't.
No. I don't think. I know.
All right, Martin. Explain to me what happened.
Well, I'm not just gonna say it. I'm gonna help you. Help you figure it out.
Oh, Martin. Do tell.
Well, let's start with the facts, shall we? The victims, Charlie King, Noah Wilson, Lauren Johnson, and Rebecca Smith, all have something in common.
And that is?
Think of the names.
They're all my patients.
Bingo. Well, they were your patients.
So, how does this support the fact that you didn't do it?
Oh, come on, Doc. Play my game.
All right. But before we continue, how'd you figure that out? That they were all my patients?
Well, police officers are very stupid. No offense.
Martin.
As you might know, I live on the same street as all these people. Probably one of the ultimate reasons I was the #1 suspect.
Also the fact that you were seen covered in blood and in possession of the murder weapon.
Yes, that too. Anyway, I also suffer from depression, along with half the people on that street. But that's not surprising, considering 9% of Americans suffer from depression. That might not seem like a large number, but when you think about how many people live on this earth...
Martin.
As I was saying, whenever I run into one of these people, they check how I'm doing, see if I'm okay, neighborly things. Well, one Miss Blabbermouth, Rebecca Smith, God rest her soul, would always suggest me to therapy, especially her great new doctor, Dr. Richard Tracy. And of course, she told me about everyone on the street who came to you.
Okay. So tell me, how'd you manage to get me as your psychotherapist for this case?
Simple. I could only agree to a plea if I could see you.
And they agreed to that?
See, that's the marvelous thing about society. Most of the time they don't care whether they have the right guy or not. They just want someone to serve the time. They just want justice.
So, wait. What does this have to do with police officers being stupid?
It doesn't. I just felt like voicing an opinion.
Martin.
I'm sorry, Doctor. So, like any logical person would do, I did my research. And I have to say, Doctor, I couldn't find anything on you.
Well, what can I say? I try to keep a low profile.
I did find one interesting article.
Oh?
Yes. An article about a one Reuben Cass. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, I know about Mr. Cass.
Murdered 3 women and then just disappeared. Only keeping in contact with his therapist. You.
Yes, he felt a strong connection with me. We were friends.
Were? You do know he's still alive.
Yes, but we don't talk anymore.
Oh, so sad.
So, what's your point, Martin?
Simple. He did it.
That seems a little far-fetched.
See, that's what I was thinking too. Then I thought about it. And I thought, and thought, and thought. A doctor getting a bad rap from a patient. What else would he do than run away? So when your only friend runs away from you and starts seeing other people, what do? You get jealous. You look for him. Maybe you find him. And maybe, just maybe, you might get rid of his other friends.
Martin,
He killed them, Doctor. Your friend murdered Rebecca Smith, Lauren Johnson, Noah Wilson, and Charlie King. Reuben Cass.
Enough! What can I say? I've got trust issues. You know, all my life, I've put these walls up, never letting anyone in. Until I met him. My only friend. And then he just up and left. I wasn't gonna let that slide. And I have to say, it's scary how easy it is to get away with murder these days. I mean, I just came in here this morning and simply killed the doctor and just emailed his secretary. She didn't even check in, just left. And lucky for me, neither this officer here or the one outside know what the real doctor even looks like.
He was your friend.
Friends don't abandon one another when one makes a small mistake.
Then why did you sit here with me then?
Well, I wanted to meet the man that's letting me walk free. I wanted to thank you while also getting my revenge.
And the officer?
Loose ends. Good thing you're here. I mean, you don't mind, do you? Taking the blame for just one more?
You killed him. You clearly killed him.
Yes, but whose fingerprints are on the pen? Sorry. I'm a bit of a germaphobe. Goodbye, Martin. Help! Help! He's killed the officer! This man killed that officer! Help me!
He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's not a real doctor.
I can say 100% that Martin West is not insane. He was fully aware of his crimes before and after he committed them. Dr. Richard Tracy. Well, look at the time. Have a good night.